NFL, the Green Bay Packers. We have now seen the Packers win 7 of their last 8 games, guys. They won on Thursday Night Football over the Miami Dolphins. Jordan Love has now starting to look 100%. He's looking like a fresh Jordan Love, the Jordan Love that we saw last season per se. The Packers will play the Detroit Lions on Thursday. So, guys, is it fact or is it crap that the Green Bay Packers must beat the Detroit Lions on Thursday? Like I said, the Green Bay Packers have won 7 of their last 8 games. Their one loss is coming to Detroit when they lost to them 24-14. The biggest takeaway from this game is that Jordan Love was not 100%. And it was very, very apparent because he made some very ill-will throws and he couldn't scramble. He couldn't get out of the pocket. He couldn't get away from the Detroit Lions pass rush, causing him to throw, I think it was at least 1 pick six and if not 2 or 3 interceptions. The Green Bay Packers are sitting at 9-3 on this season. Right now, the Green Bay Packers have a 96% chance, guys, to make the playoffs, and they're sitting in the 6th seed as of right now. They cannot get higher than the 5th seed. I'm just calling what it is. They are not going to win the NFC North. So, guys, is it fact or is it crap that the Green Bay Packers must beat the Detroit Lions on Thursday? And I think this is 100% crap. I think this is 100% crap, as it would be nice to beat a division rival, to knock off the mighty Detroit Lions, to knock off the Lions off of Pride Rock, to kill Mufasa. It would be nice to get another NFC North win. But the truth is, they're not winning the division. The truth is, it is a 2-horse race. The truth is, the Minnesota Vikings or the Detroit Lions are going to win the division, not the Green Bay Packers. The Lions have some variable, winnable games in front of them, right? Versus the 49ers, versus the Bears, versus the Vikings. Even if they drop 2 of those 3, the Lions will still own the tiebreaker over the Green Bay Packers. What the Green Bay Packers need to do, Mark, is they need to work on getting better. They need to learn from this game and get focused on the playoffs. They will be playing either the Seattle Seahawks or the Falcons or Bucks. They'll both be tough games. So, Mark, let me ask you this. Fact or crap, do the Green Bay Packers need to win on Thursday versus the Detroit Lions?
I hate ever agreeing with you, Buck, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to agree with you. I think it's crap. I think, like, if you look at the standings in the NFC, dude, the NFC is shit this year. Like, what team is closest? Like, is anyone going to come close to their seeding? Like, the closest team that comes to them is the Vikings in their own division, and besides that, like, the Commanders, like, I don't think they have a threat to worry about. So it's not a must win.
It is not a must win. Hoffy, we looking at the Green Bay Packers. Is this a must win versus the Detroit Lions? Is it a fact or is it crap?
I think it's a fact. I think they need the confidence to say that, hey, we beat the Lions, because you might very well have to go through Detroit to, go on a deep playoff run. And you want to keep pace with the Vikings for, that number 2 spot in your division, because, that playoff spot, whether they are, the number 6 seed or the number 5 seed, the number 6 seed, you're going to be playing against the number 3 seed. I would much rather play, against the number 4 seed, and that could potentially be, a team in the NFC or the NFC West, because we've seen those teams have really struggled this year. Or it could even be a team, out of the South in let's say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I would much rather be the 5 seed, than the 6 seed, and that way you can avoid having to play a team like, Detroit or Philadelphia, possibly even in that second round.
All right, guys. So the question is, fact or crap? Do the Detroit Lions have to beat the Detroit Lions on Thursday? Sorry about this. It's on Sunday. So let's see what the people are saying in the chat. Jay, I just saw your comment about the Kansas City Chiefs, and he says the Chiefs are playing down to their competition and won't fly in the playoffs. Exactly right. Jay, I think you are perfectly right on that. But Laura says Green Bay is shit. They're shit. Always shit. Damn, Laura, slow it down, baby.
Hey, someone who agrees with me. All right. Like I said, sophomore slump, man. It might happen.
Jay says the Packers about to take that L. Bank on that. Banged up and beat up, they lose at Ford Field. And I think you're right, Jay. I think despite the Lions being 13, 15 guys on like IR, despite just playing, I guess they'll have a full week off, but the Lions are want to smack down the Packers, guys. Let's just be honest, right? I think the Lions probably beat them more than, was it a 15 or 14-point game, 24-14, I think it was, a 10-point game. I think it's going to be more like a 20-point game. It's going to be rowdy. It's going to be loud. Jim says fact, guys. Fact, if they want to make a legitimate run. Because Jim also said a Pack are like the unknown wrestler. To beat the man, woo! You got to beat the man. Ric Flair. Hoffy?
Jim agrees with me.
Hoffy, you said fact. So you think
Yeah.
the Packers have to beat the Lions to make a deep playoff run as well?
I think that it's important to beat them so that you are not going to be the number 6 seed. I don't think they'll fall back to the 7 seed, but if you can be the 5 seed and you can go against a 4 seed and you can beat a 4 seed, whether that's the South or the West, and then you have a team like the Vikings in the 6 seed beat, a wild card team, then you have, because I honestly think that the Eagles are going to overtake, with the Lions injuries and stuff, I think the Eagles are going to overtake that. So if you can win your first matchup, and the Vikings win a wild card matchup, as the wild card team or whatnot. Now you have the Vikings going to Philadelphia as the 1 seed, and you go to play, Detroit is the 2 seed. You're indoors, and not that it matters for the Packers playing outdoors. What was it, 25 degrees the other night when they played? But I just think that playing a team in your division for a third time gives you a better opportunity to win that game than going against a team like the Eagles. That I think are going to be a tough out. So I would bank on, hoping to have the higher wild card spot than the Vikings so that you can kind of hopefully control your destiny a little bit more.
So, Hoffy, let me take your logic here, right? Let's say the Green Bay Packers do beat the Detroit Lions somehow, some way on Thursday. They are now split. Mm-hmm. The hardest thing to do in NFL, football, college, etc., is beat the same team 3 times. Now the Detroit Lions don't have to beat them 3 times. They only got to beat them twice. Beating the team twice is a hell of a lot easier than beating them three times. So I think if the Packers beat the Lions on Thursday, that gives the Lions the upper advantage during the playoffs. Mark, is my head in the right position here, or am I totally thinking outside of left field here?
I don't know why you think that the Lions need to lose so bad. You're right about, like, they need that maybe off their chest, like they need some more diversity, but maybe that's not what they need. Maybe they're better when they're just rolling. I don't know. You're so about that. I think that for me, it's more about, like I said, I think Jordan Love hasn't really looked great, and for them, so maybe you guys are starting to sway me a little bit. Maybe it is fact. Maybe Jordan Love needs to show more and make it, and like Hoffy said, to get a better seeding, because you do want to control your destiny more than you don't. It's just how it goes.
All right, you guys heard it from the toxic table over there, and then Jay says it's like the replacements. Got this. Next man up. Lions are just built different. Okay, maybe
the coaches.
Maybe that's what the Lions need. Maybe somebody needs to go flip Jared Goff's truck and write scab on it and get all the hate out. Like, maybe that's what they need to do. But Derek says crap. Derek agrees with me and Mark. Well, actually, Mark is now waffling around. Mark doesn't know if it's fact or crap.
You know what? I'm going. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to go fact on this one. I'm changing. I'm waffling.
All right.
I think Jordan Love needs to show more.
Right.
Yeah. So this is a
show more. He just beat the shit out of the 49ers.
Yeah, and the Dolphins.
Yeah, he looked pretty good against Miami.
I mean, in both of the. How many picks did he have in any of those games?
Does it matter? A win's a win, baby. He looked good.
I'm just saying he's very thorough. He throws a lot of picks, man. At some point, that's going to catch up to him.
So does Josh Allen. But hey, it is what it is. MVP Josh Allen. MVP Josh Allen. John says it is a fact.
The past couple of weeks he has.
So Josh Allen. John People says fact. Just got to keep up, but not Thursday night in Detroit. It's not going to happen.
Jordan Love didn't have any interceptions against the Dolphins.
There you go. All right. Because he's playing good. So, guys, the question is fact or crap. Do the Green Bay Packers need to beat the Detroit Lions on Thursday? I think it is crap. Everybody else think it is fact.
And he didn't have any interceptions against the 49ers either.
There you go.
2 touchdowns in each of those games.